This is the same football team from last year. The exact same football team. Nothing has changed at all. Same team. They can't move the ball down the field. Same football team. They can't do anything on defense. Same football team that's badly coached. It's the same football team. Nothing has changed. Bryce Young is not it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. This is Bryce Young is not. He's not it. I think we missed. We took a swing and we missed. We missed on him. We missed on him, man. He's not the quarterback. You know, offensive line still can't protect. O line still can't protect at all. It's the same issues from last season. Same football team from last season. It's the same problems. Man, we let that team, and then on top of that, the defense has gotten bad. Now you're worried about the defensive side of the ball as well now because now the defense can't even do anything. So now the problems have transferred from the offensive side of the ball to the defensive side of the ball. Same shit, same outcome. Bad quarterback play, bad offensive line play, lack of weapons on offense, and the defense couldn't stop the run game at all. Has this not been the same shit we've been talking about for the last 5 or 7 seasons? I'm just saying. Like, you guys probably wonder why I don't go live and why I haven't been doing this because what is there to talk about, guys? Like, let's be honest. As a fan base, we're talking about the same things every season in and out now. It's the same shit year in and year out now. There's nothing new that we've added about this football team. Like, guys, Bryce Young threw a pick on his first fucking throw of the game. On his first fucking throw of the game, this man threw an interception. Like, literally, his first pass. He couldn't even give a couple little dips and dunks here and there, but this motherfucker threw a pick on his first pass. Is Bryce worth a fifth? Man, look, he might can go to a team like the 49ers, and he might turn into the best quarterback ever there. But here in Carolina, Bryce Young, he's not good enough to change this organization around. I tried to hold out hope. We had a great off season. I felt good about the off season. I felt good about the additions. The defensive side of the ball, man. That defense side of the ball is going to struggle this year, guys. We don't have linebackers. We were not able to generate pass rush today. And the corners outside of J.C. Horn, you just don't have anybody there. I don't know what to say, man. It's the same song. Why keep going live and talking about this shit, man? Like, everybody like, Waves, man, he ain't been doing this. And he ain't been, for what? What am I going live for to talk about? The same shit that we talked about back in 2022. The same shit over and over, again and again. Same shit. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. CLT, y'all. Hey, look, man, I know it's been a fucking minute, man, but guys, this is why. This is why. We let a bad New Orleans Saints team blow us out. Like a bad New Orleans Saints team blow us out. Alvin Kamara is coming towards the end of his career. Cam Jordan is at the end of his career. That defense is old. And we couldn't do anything on their defensive side of on their defense. Still, same problems. It's the same shit. Y'all tell me if I'm fucking wrong, yo. Let me know if I'm fucking tripping right now. Because to me, it's the same Carolina Panthers football team. It's the same team. Nothing's new. Nothing is fucking new about this football team. We sit here, guys, every year, and we hope and we pray and we sing Kumbaya and we try to make light of the off-season moves, the off-season additions, the coaching staff. It just hasn't been pretty, man. And honestly, guys, I had us winning 5 games. That's all I had the Panthers giving us this year was 5. Like, for real. I but after this first performance, I don't know, man. This could be number one overall pick again. Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter, man. You got to go draft Travis Hunter. You get the number one overall pick. You it's just we don't have anything electric, man. Like the quarterback, you you gotta you Bryce Young is not it. He's not. He plays the game like he's scared. The throws that he's doing, man, they're desperation throws. There's nothing comfortable about it. And you can't even blame him because the offensive line is not giving him any opportunities at all. They're not giving him any chances at all. He doesn't have any protection whatsoever. The play calling is not still not utilizing his strengths of putting him on the move, getting open, getting him to where he needs to be. It's just not there. It's not. It's not there. There's no quarterback play. Wide receivers, man. Even Bryce Young, man. Even when they were open on the wide receivers, Bryce Young couldn't get him the ball. He couldn't give him the ball. You stayed away from the running game. Again, I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck can say about this team. It's the same shit year in and year out. This is why I don't go live, guys. Like you this is why. Because we're talking about the same shit. These other Panther YouTubers, guys, and shout out to all of them, man. You know, they're doing their thing. I respect their grind, their hustles, their commitment to it. But man, I'm gonna tell you, like, you're basically creating content for this football team. You're coming up with shit. You're coming up with shit. You're making shit up to come out here and talk about every day. The motherfuckers that are going live every day, you're making up shit to talk about. Like you're literally that's exactly what you're doing. You're basically trying to pull shit up out of a rabbit out of a fucking hat, pull shit out of your fucking ass just to talk about this team because there's no positives, man. What else can we say? What else is it going to take? This was a game where this new regime could have made a statement against a divisional opponent. And you came out and you basically laid a fucking egg. 10 points? It's the same shit we last year. You can't score on offense. The defense has taken 2 or 3 steps back. What can you do? How does this football team improve? There's from the wide receiving core, you're still throwing to Adam Thielen. That's all you're throwing to. King J say, what are your thoughts on Mingo? Who is Mingo? I don't even know who that is. I have no idea who this guy is. He's that fucking irrelevant. He's a non-factor. I just I don't like the play calling. I don't like nothing about the team. Today gave me hope about the future, guys. Like shout out, man. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up. Omar, MJ, man, everybody in the building, man. It's been a minute, y'all. But again, man, this is why I've pushed YouTube into the back burner, man, because there's nothing to talk about, guys. Like this team is still in the shape that it was when we were talking about it at the end of last season. Uh, and I had 5 wins, guys. Like literally, I had us at 5 wins, but this could very much be a number one overall pick a team again. Like I'm being completely honest, guys. We could definitely be finished top one, top two again. Like this was an embarrassing performance, man. This is probably we ain't been beat by the Saints this bad in I don't know how long. Drew Brees, like we got our ass kicked, man. You know, Shaq Thompson was the best player on the defensive side of the ball today, and he's 90 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like it's guys. Can't get my shit. Shit done fell over here on the floors. Yo, you can scoop this up for me over here. Fell over the floor, my black. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Listen, if you're new to the channel, man, make sure you like and subscribe. I will be trying to go live, guys, every Sunday after the Panthers game this season. I can honestly tell you that I have to have the motivation for it, man. And I really haven't had the motivation for it at all. You know, it's I would love Travis Hunter, but we got to need somebody that can get him the ball. Yeah, man. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think the Carolina Panthers, man, at the end of this season, if Bryce Young doesn't show any kind of promise, man, like as the season progressed, granted it was the first game of the season, but if he doesn't show by the end of the year that he's at least on track to try to even be somewhat of a game manager at minimum, like even if he's just a game manager, but if he's not able to do that and he comes and stink it up like he did today, he stunk it up big time, man. He just doesn't look comfortable in the pocket. He doesn't look like he has, comfortability playing the quarterback position in the NFL. He doesn't look like he's comfortable, man. He is, and this team is not good enough around him to survive that. You can't survive that. Like the team is not good enough around him to survive that. So I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. This could be a number one overall pick season again. I I would not be surprised if the Panthers, man, lose out because what I saw today was absolutely treacherous, guys. It was absolutely treacherous. The play calling was treacherous. Everything was, slow developing on the offensive side of the ball. It just was bad all the way around. So everybody, get your popcorn ready. It's going to be another long season here in Carolina. Uh, the only good news I can say about today, the Falcons lost. That's the only positives that I can came out of the day. That the Falcons lost. Uh, that's it. What about the defense though? What about how bad the defensive side of the ball looked today? Fuck talking about Bryce Young. What about the defensive side of the ball? They gave up almost 50 points today. They gave up almost 50 points. They couldn't stop a cold. They couldn't stop anything. It's terrible. Terrible play all the way around. Couldn't stop the run. Couldn't stop the pass. The corners let guys get behind them on deep passes. We gave up how many deep balls today? The secondary doesn't have anything in it. This season could get ugly, and it could get ugly quick. Like it really could get ugly quick, guys. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up to the channel, man. It's been a minute. I know, guys. But again, there's nothing for me to talk about. What is it that we don't understand? There's nothing positive to talk about the football team. Travis Hunter, you got to go get Travis Hunter if you finish in the top one or top two. You got to keep trying to build the team up. You got to build your team up through the draft. You got to try to trade for big time players. And at the end of this season, if Bryce Young doesn't show improvement, you may have to try for a trade for a veteran quarterback. You might have to go get a veteran, man. Somebody that's on an expiring deal. They could potentially come in here to Carolina. I really don't know. Maybe you go trade for Justin Fields. I really don't know, man. Like it's bad. Maybe you go get Geno Smith. I don't know who you go and get at this point. But Bryce Young, man, if he doesn't turn it around, guys, we got to make another move at quarterback. And I know we gave up the house to get him, but we swung and we missed. As simple as that. We swung and we fucking missed. No, we tried. We could have took CJ Stroud. I get all of that. We missed. As simple as that. Bryce Young played like shit today. He played like absolute trash. The wide receivers didn't give him any help. Again, Adam Thielen was the only person that was giving him the ball. Bryce's career is in his hands. Omar, you're absolutely right, man. I'm about to drop the link out there too, man, for anybody that want to pull up to the channel, man. Open mic. This is post game of the Carolina Panthers. Big motherfucking waves is in the goddamn building. It's been a minute, y'all. My channel ain't had no motion because I ain't been on here doing nothing. I've been, I just haven't had the motivation, guys. The team is bad. Like it's bad. It actually stresses me out talking about this team. So I've been avoiding the stress of coming on here talking about the Carolina Panthers. The link is out there, man. Anybody want to pull up to the channel, man, and voice your opinion about the Panthers? Bring it, man. Because the Panthers ain't bringing it. So somebody else on here bring the shit. I'm gonna be real. I kind of expected our defense to not look good. The whole defense knew outside of Shaq Brown and Horn. King J, you expected to look good, man, but at the same time, I mean, to look, maybe not as good as last season. But the reality of it is that you I didn't expect it to look this bad, man. We gave up almost 50 points. You got to remember, Ejiro was still here. Ejiro was still out there, man, with his scheme. The defense should be bad, but you brought in some veteran pieces. The linebacking core is what it is. You didn't address that. Jewel, he's he's a starting caliber linebacker, but he's not a difference maker out there on the side of the ball. The defense lacks difference makers, like people that could actually change the outcome of a game on the defensive side of the ball. J.C. Horn is probably the only player that did it, and he actually gave up a big play today too. I think the defense is going to struggle this season, guys. I really do. I think the defensive side of the ball is going to struggle. I really do. I don't think that's probably going to be worse than the offense. They gave up 50 points to a mediocre offense. That offense is mediocre. I don't know, man. It just looked bad. It looked really, really bad today. And what can you do? Right? All thing you can do is just try to get better next week. Uh I don't know, man. I really don't know. I, we lost. I had us winning today. I picked Carolina to win this game today. Fresh off of a intense all season full of change. I feel that they will get the will to go out there and compete. And at least show some fight. But man, this was a blowout. Like this game was. They put up almost 50 points. Like it looked just like last year. It looked like nothing has gotten better. It's the same problems. It's the same fucking issues that you had last year. You can't protect the quarterback. The quarterback play is mediocre. The offense doesn't have any big playability. And now the defense is the issue. What do you do? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep having me a drink or two. Uh so listen, man. Shout out to Bleezo Gotti, Bryce's ass, man. Whole team is. Hey, Bleezo. Hey, you know what, man? At this point, I was in my house, cooking up a little dinner and shit, man, for the game today. Everybody was talking shit to me about the team, man. You know how I know that I'm numb to this shit now because it don't even bother me when people talk about the Panthers now, man. I just be saying to myself like, "Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is." I am absolutely not surprised at all by today. Let's keep it a whole thing, bro. Hey, for real. Listen. I'm not. I am not denying it, dog. This team is trash. It's trash. Hey, yo, Waves, man. It's just the first game of the season. How many times have we said that the last 5 years? How many times have we said that the last 5 years? That it's just the first game of the season. Then one game turns into two games, then two games turns into three games, and three games turns into four games. Oh, now you're sitting at 0-7. Hey, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Can't blame the coaching staff. I can't even blame the coaching staff. They're doing the best they can with what they have, guys. They're, this staff is doing the best that they can with what they have. I mean, what can you do? Like literally, what can you do? Bryce Young, we may have missed on him, guys. We we've missed. We Shadur Sanders is not going to come here. Travis Hunter probably will come here. You probably going to have to draft Travis because we're probably going to finish top 2 in the draft pick again. It's so much talk about damn near everything needs help. That's what I'm saying. It's not even just the quarterback, guys. Special teams looks bad. We look bad on special teams. The special teams look bad. I don't know when Panther fans are going to wake the fuck up and realize we have a bad product. Hey, DJ Free, I've been woken up for a long time, man. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm Neo, okay? I'm woke. I took the fucking right pill. I've been woke, dog, about this team. And niggas call me not a fan. I get criticized so damn much. Waves, you not a fan. Hey, bro, it is what it is. I'm still gonna rep them to the death of me. This is my city, my home. I'm not giving up. But I will say, if the Panthers are not better by 2027, y'all, I might be switching teams, man. I don't give a damn. Call me what you want. I might be switching teams, man. I'm going to the Chiefs. I'm about to. Hey, look, team Swift. I'm about to be a Swifty. I'm about to be a motherfucking Swifty. I'm about to be Kelsey and Team Swifty. 2027 is all I'm giving the Panthers till. And after that, I've given them my whole life. You can't even say, guys, that I wasn't a loyal fan. I've given this team my whole fucking life. Literally, my whole fucking life, guys. My whole motherfucking life. I've given this football team my whole fucking life. So nobody can say that I'm not a fan or I didn't give them. Listen, dog, I've given them it all. I don't have nothing left to give. I don't have anything left to give, guys. You know it's bad when your kids talking shit to you about your team. That's how you know when it's gotten bad. Shut up, son. Canales fumbled the ball in the preseason. I don't blame you, dog. I'm about ready to jump my damn self. Hey, listen, man. 2027 is all I'm giving the Panthers till. If we don't have any type of improvement by 2027, y'all, this is turning into a Kansas City Chiefs podcast. I'm letting you know right now, guys. Hey, call me what you want. I don't care. Waves is not a real fan, or I'm keeping it real, guys. I've given this team my whole fucking life, and we just can't figure it out. I'm getting too old. I'm wasting the best years of my life supporting this team. I'd rather have this stress on a team that's actually worthy of stressing out. Ownership is bad. I can't even say the coaching bad, man, because they're literally doing the best that they can with what the fuck they have. Supernova, what up, Waves? Bryce is not the answer. You're absolutely right, bro. Man, y'all see the cash app showing across the screen, man. Show your niggas some motherfucking love. Hey, listen, man. Show me love for just even having the motivation to come on here and talk to you guys. I don't care if it's $1, goddamn it. Whatever you can send, show me fucking love for even just having the motivation to come on this shit. I wasn't even gonna do it. I know I scheduled it a couple weeks ago. I was gonna say fuck it again after this game, man. Cause y'all, I don't know what else to talk about. Cause what can we do? What can we do? There's nothing we can do. There's nothing you can really do right now to improve the football team. You don't have the cap space, right? You got all your draft picks back next year, but the reality of it is, what can you do if Bryce is not the answer, and we get to the end of the season and we decide that, okay, you know what, he's probably not our quarterback. What are you going to do about it? You still have him on the rookie deal. You're probably, you could get, yeah, Bryce. Shout out to Uncle Quan in the motherfucking building, man. You absolutely right, man. The link is out there, guys. So anybody want to scroll up in the comments. The link is out. If you want to pull up to the fucking channel. But yeah, man, I think I'm with you now, yo. I think I'm with you now, man. I think Bryce, he may not be the answer, guys. I'm starting to lean towards it, guys. I really am, but in his defense, Uncle Quan, it's the same shit he still has the same issues as last year. He's not being protected. The offensive line didn't look any better today, guys. It really didn't. It didn't look any better. The weapons don't look any better around him. He's still throwing to Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen, 34 years old, man. And he's still the number one target. Cam Ward 2025. Hey, you listen. I think that we're very much going to finish in the top three again the rest of this season. Week one, and we thinking about the draft. Hey, listen, man. King J, the reason why I am talking about the draft right now, the reason why I'm already saying that is because we looked bad today. We didn't look bad from a perspective of, hey man, we left it all out there on the line. No, we look bad as this is going to be a number one overall pick team again. That's how bad we looked today. At least to me. I don't know if y'all watched the same game, but I'm saying that not because I'm focused on the draft of next year. I'm saying that because we didn't look good at all. We didn't. Like no phase of the game looked strong. The defense, the side of the ball has taken a step back. Everything is taking a step back. Um, so I don't see it. I don't know, man. And again, I feel like this was a game that the Panthers needed to win. Like for the fan base, you needed the fan base to support you this year, guys. But you come out and get blown out like that in week one, man. How can you look forward to any game? Because who the fuck do we play next week? Somebody put it in the chat. Like literally put it in the chat. Who do we got next week? I really don't even know. Like I don't even know who we play next week. Like who do we got next week, guys? I haven't even been looking at the schedule, guys. When I tell you I've been so disconnected from this football team, man. We got the Chargers next week. Oh man. Oh man. ACLT. We could be potentially on three going into the bye week, man. Like, cause you got the Chargers at home, then you got Vegas, and then you got the Bengals. I don't know. Canales looks. Let's see what he says. Canales looks in over his head. Iver, no, Ivero defense can't stop the run, get takeaways or sacks. Well, Omar, but the reality of it is on the defense side of the ball, who do you have over there? Who do you have on that side of the ball? Who's going to be the go-to person? Who's the difference maker on the outside of Derek Brown? Who's the difference maker on the side of the ball? You really don't have anything on that side of the ball, especially in the front. Especially in the front. The front seven is lacking talent, man. Jadeveon Clowney, guys, let's keep it real, man. He's a veteran. He can start, but he's not finna make a difference on that defensive side of the ball. You got one of them. He's not even playing. He's hurt. You again, there's no difference makers on that side of the ball. You traded them all away, or you didn't re-sign them. At minimum, the Panthers should have kept Frankie Louisville. At minimum, they should have paid Louisville. That's one piece that you definitely should have kept. You should have kept Frankie Louisville. Like at minimum, you should have kept Frankie Louisville. So, but you didn't. So Ivero wanted Jewel, Fuller, Clowney, Ashawn, his system. I get it that they're his system. I'm not mad at him for getting his system type of guys. What I'm upset about is that the defense has really taken a step back from last year. And again, it's one game, but they've taken a big step back, man. Like the run defense was getting gashed. Like we couldn't stop the run at all. We let go of our top three sack leaders. Of course, we ain't gonna get no pass rush. Louisville didn't want to play inside linebacker at 3-4. Hey, listen, man, I get it. Like I get it, man, but it's what are we gonna do? Somebody tell me what do we think that we can do? It's the same issues that have been present with the football team over the last couple of years. The same issues. It's the same problem. We still have problems with protection on the offensive line. Protection is still an issue. The offense is still lacking big playability. You still don't have that. You made all those moves this offseason, and you still don't have that. And then the quarterback play is mediocre. Bryce Young, I just don't know. I don't. He just doesn't look comfortable on the football field. He doesn't look comfortable. It doesn't look like anything is coming easy to him. Appreciate you, DJ Free. DJ Free with the cash out, man. Appreciate you, my guy. Showing love on that, bro. Appreciate you, dog. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We should look those two first rounders for Brian Burns, and we had the chance. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely fucking correct. We when we had the opportunity to pull those two first rounders, we needed those. We needed a top 10 pick in last year's draft. We needed that. We needed that. We needed that. But the biggest problem, guys, that we may have here, and this may be an astronomical a problem for us, that may have like guys, if we've missed on Bryce Young, if we've missed on him, that's going to set this organization back another 4 to 5 years. Guys, we may be looking at almost a decade long worth of mediocrity for this football team. We may be looking at a decade long of mediocrity for this football team, guys. Because if we've missed on Bryce Young, which is still a lot of season left, he still has an opportunity to show something. But after what we saw today from him, if this is who he is, and there's no signs of getting any better with him, guys, we may be looking at a decade long full of mediocrity. A decade long full of mediocrity. Absolutely a decade long full of mediocrity, guys. You can't keep changing the coach. You can't keep changing the quarterback. Eventually, some of these decisions are going to have to start paying off, guys. Eventually, you're going to have to start, these moves are going to have to start making sense. You're going to have to start hitting on these draft picks. These free agents that you're bringing in are going to have to start producing. You spent a lot of money on the offensive line between Hunt and your other big boy we brought in. You spent a lot of money between those two guards. That offensive line didn't really look any better or no different than what it did last season. Ikamaquanu, when is it going to start to stick? When will we start getting to the point of the moves that we're making are actually showing some signs of progression? I just don't know. The man threw a pick literally on the first offensive possession of the new era. An interception was thrown on the first possession of the new era. First pick. That is so Carolina Panther related. Then what the defense do? They give up a 60-yard touchdown on the bomb, making Derek Carr look like an elite quarterback. Bad, bad, guys. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you all, at you all. I'm going to try my best to go live after every game on Sundays for this season. I'm going to try my absolute best, but I cannot make any guarantees about if I'm going to be able to consistently do it. And there's one simple reason why. There's no content to talk about. I have over talked about the negatives about this football team, and it's the same negatives. It's the same shit. If you go back and look at my videos from 2023, 2022, these are the exact same topics that we've been talking about this football team. Like, absolutely. The exact same shit that we've been talking about for the last couple of years. Tired of it, man. I don't want to keep talking about it week in and week out about why the Panthers are not good, why the Panthers haven't progressed, why the quarterback play is not good, why the coaching is not good. It's the same shit, same story. So, guys, I had us at 5 wins this season. I'm going to stand on 5 wins. I'll stand on that. I don't think that I'm not going to change it. That was my preseason projection. I'm gonna stand on that. But it may be lower than that, guys. It may be 3, 4. If today is any indication, if today is any indication of what this football team is going to look like this year, it's not going to be pretty again, guys. And you have to ask yourself as a Panther fan, guys, as long as we've been supporting this team, which for me, it's been my entire life, how much more can you take as a fan? Like how much more can you keep dealing with this? You go out and spend money on merchandise and you buy gear and you buy jerseys and you buy all this Panther paraphernalia every year, thinking that this will be the year that we bounce back. This will be the year where things will start taking a turn in the right direction at minimum. And you come out the first game and you get blown the hell out, man. It's not a good feeling. It's the same shit. Then you look at the schedule. You got the Chargers. Then you play the Raiders. I I can't say that we beat those teams. I can't say that we get past those teams. I really can't. I can't say that we get past those teams. We very much could be 0-3 through the first 3 weeks of the season. Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter. You gotta if we finish number one overall, you gotta take Travis Hunter. I don't care if you start him at corner. I don't care if you start him at wide receiver. Wherever he is, you gotta take the best player on the board. He's the best player in the nation. You gotta take Travis Hunter. At this point, we need everything. We need help everywhere. There is no position that we don't need on this football team. We have a culture issue. Hey, listen, I don't think it's it is a culture issue, but this is just what happens when you've made bad decisions year after year after year after year after year. You've made terrible decisions for almost a decade, and this is the fallout of it. This is the fallout of those decisions being made. From the decisions you made from about 2017, 18, all the way up until now, this is the result of all of those terrible decisions coming out. And now it's going to probably take those amount of years or maybe more to even recover from that because you didn't leave yourself with anything to build on. You haven't done well in the draft. You haven't really done well in free agency. You haven't done well with choosing the right coach. And the ownership is what the ownership is. So this is the fallout of all of that. This is the fallout of all of those bad decisions we made year in and year out. We might be holding the number one overall draft pick next draft. Hey, regime, I just said that, bro. This is out, man. Y'all see the cash app scrolling across the screen, man. Y'all show your brother some love, man. I don't care if it's just $1. For me, even having the confidence, guys, to even come back and talk about this team. Listen, I've been away from YouTube. And I've been away from YouTube, guys, because I don't know if talking about the Carolina Panthers is going to keep y'all watching. I really don't, man. Because I know it's gotten to a point for me as a fan and a lifetime fan of this team. It's gotten for a point to me where I'm just tired of talking about The same stuff. So it is very hard to get motivated to come on here and talk for an hour long about the same shit that we've been talking about the last 3 to 4 years. And thank y'all for not taking CJ. Hey, listen, we miss, man. I will sit here and say we dropped the ball. Coming out, I thought it was 1A, 1B between Bryce Young and CJ Stroud. That's what I believed. Nah, we definitely got the worst quarterback out of the two. And again, I'm gonna be very, very like reserved about it because it's one game. But I can tell you guys, Bryce Young just doesn't look comfortable on the football field. He does not look comfortable playing that position. It's like a level of everything is just rushed. Nothing is coming naturally for him. Like everything just looks panicked. Everything just looks like it's in trouble. That has me nervous. That really has me nervous. Man, Waves, tell your wife to put the weapons up in the house. You scared from this team. Oh, hey, look, man. You ain't got to worry about me knocking off this team, knocking myself off about the Panthers, bro. I definitely ain't knocking myself out about the Panthers, bro. But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm giving this team till 2027. That's it. 2027. If the Panthers have not improved or shown any signs of approval in the next 3 years, I'm switching teams, man. I don't care, man. I'm going to the Chiefs. I'm about to support the Chiefs. I'm going to support a winning team. I'm going to support the fucking Chiefs. I don't give a damn. Y'all can call me whatever y'all want. Waves, man, you switched up. Oh, Waves. I've given this team my whole fucking life, guys. I can't take no more, man. Bryce had the same look that Sam Darnold used to have behind our line. Hey, man, again, it's nah. I don't have any positives to talk about. Well, uh, like I told everybody, guys, we will try to go live after every game this season. That's what I'm going to try to do, but I can't make any promises, guys. I'm going to be honest with you because what was I want to check a look at a stat right quick. We lost 47-10 to the Saints. Um, I Bryce Young 2 interceptions, one rushing touchdown. Let's look at the stats. Let's go to the stats. Stats. Bryce Young went 13 of 30, 161s, 2 picks, and he was sacked 4 times. Absolutely shit show. Shit show. 100% shoe show. Bro, Baker went to Tampa and balled. Now look at Sam Darnold today. He balled. Our team is the problem. Yeah, but we've been doing that for a long time. That's what's not surprising. I'm not. I'm not surprised. Honestly, I'm not surprised at what happened today. I was just in my head hoping for a better result. That's what I was doing in my head, just hoping for a better result in my head. But in reality, nah, it's not it, guys. But guys, I'm about to go ahead and get the hell up out of here. Uh, just nothing else to talk about. We may do a recap or something. You know what I'm saying during the week. I'm going to take a look. You guys make sure to take a look at the community section. I'll post whatever information that I feel like is relevant. Guys, hit the like button on this fucking video, man. Run me up, man. It's been a long time. I got to get back in the algorithm, man. I got to get back, you know what I'm saying, to, giving you guys that content as much as possible, guys. But I'm being very, very transparent just about, why I've been so inconsistent with it, guys. I'm just not motivated to talk about the Panthers, man. We have to start showing some winning formula. Like we got to start showing some winning. I need to see some improvement on that on winning football. I need to see that, and right now I haven't seen it. So, um, but I'm gonna definitely try my darndest, guys. Like really my darndest to come out here every week and talk to you guys and recap the fucking football game. Um, positive notes. I don't have any. The running game was weak. Miles Sanders 5 attempts, 22 yards. Chuba Hubbard 6 attempts, 14 yards. Uh, Receiving, Adam Thielen led 3 receptions for 49 yards. Jonathan Mingo had 2 receptions for 40 yards. Xavier Legette had 7 targets, 4 receptions for 35 yards. Deontay Johnson had 6 targets, 2 receptions for 35 yards. Yeah, just not good all the way around. Defensive side of the ball, Shaq Thompson led in tackles. He had 10 total tackles, 4 solos, 2 tackles for loss. Xavier Woods had 8 tackles. Jordan Fuller had 7 tackles. Uh, Jewell had 7 tackles, and Jackson had 7 tackles as well. Just not good enough, guys. Just not fucking good enough. All the way around, not good enough football, man, to continue to continue to grow and build this football team. Just going into next week into the Charger game, guys. These guys are just going to have to try to dig within. Somebody in the locker room is going to have to say to ourselves that this is no longer tolerated. You know, um, it got to come within. Winning is a mindset. Winning is, somebody said it earlier in the comments, man. It's a culture. It's something that you have to be able to believe in, and it's something that you have to learn how to do. You know, um, and until we get that, it doesn't matter what coaching staff you bring in here. The roster is still the roster. You know, at this point, you've already overhauled the roster. You've already overhauled it. There's really not too many moves the Panthers can make to improve the roster, but the my biggest concern, guys, is that if we have missed on Bryce Young and he's not our quarterback of the future, guys, this is going to set us back. I know another 4 to 5 years. We may be looking at this, man, for a decade worth of bad football here for the Carolina Panthers, guys. So um, that's the part that has me like overly anxious and overly nervous, man. Is that we really may have missed out on this guy. Uh, But it is what it is. We just got to keep hoping that, the week will be the week. Get back to work this week, and hopefully we'll come out there with a better performance, show more fight, show more effort. Hopefully Bryce Young plays a little bit better next week. He looked exactly how he looked in his rookie season today. The weapons around him didn't look any better. Deontay Johnson, I mean, he did get open on some throws. Bryce Young missed him on it. The running game, for whatever reason, we got away from that. I mean, I know we got down early, but I don't think you come out on that first play and throw the ball. I think on that first play, man, you run the ball, man, to try to give Bryce, just to get the offense going. But, that'll fall back on coaching. Man, listen, make sure that y'all like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. You pulled up to today, guys. Hit the like button on this video. We will try to go live after every game this season. But yeah, man, same shit, same story, same Carolina Panthers. Shout out to everybody that pulled up to the live today, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button on here. Run me up, man. The Cash App scrolling across the screen. Thank you all for the support. All my surfers out there. Life is just a wave, baby. Until next time, I'll holler.